So these are things that you can do while you're sitting down and while you're in the kitchen and holding on to the kitchen counter. Everybody can see me here, right? Yeah. I'm gonna always hold on with 2 hands in the beginning. And I want to lean a little bit on the chair to make myself, to stabilize, to help myself. But I do not want to lean into the chair. So that is important. And then we're going to work on the posture a little bit. So I'm having a slight contraction in the core. I really want to pull my abs in a little bit. I want to relax my shoulders. So we want to get the tension out, right? You want to shake it a little bit with me and just move it a little bit here and take that upper body. Very good. Yes, yes, yes. Take that upper body tension out. And maybe you already did those exercises that we usually do with our, the kind of warm up neck and upper body and shoulders kind of thing. So pull yourself together, then pull yourself together. That didn't come out right. Pull your abs in, pull yourself together, and lift your heart up, so that it's not lifting, but when the shoulders are back, you're naturally in that pose, in that posture that we saw in the picture. So we feel really nice and strong when we're standing straight up. And then if you're holding on with 2 legs, with 2 hands, I'm going to hold on with 1 hand. But if you do so, I want you to go a little bit to the chair. So like I said, you don't have to lean in. So now we're strong and tall. We have a wonderful posture. The only thing that I'm going to try here is to lift my leg, my knee to the front, and then off the floor. Now the most important thing that I have to do here is to adjust my hips to make sure that my hips stay steady in one place. Now these 2 hip bones, I call that my headlights. And so if I lift my leg up, I do not want to lift my hip up. So I want to stay really balanced. That is very important that we stabilize the hip. So it's very important. So I lift this leg up a little bit. That's why I lift it to the front and not to the side. I'm just going to bend my knees. So I'm coming on my toes, having my hips stabilized. So if you hold on with 2 or 1 hand, just try to feel your hips. Then lift the knee up as far as you can without lifting the hip up. That is really important. Now, with 2 hands or 1 hand, while you're holding on, and you have this leg in the front, you're going to just try to let it go. You see my leg is hardly off the floor. You don't even have to lift it up high. I'm just almost touching, and if I feel a little wobbly, I put my feet back on the floor, or I touch my toe back on the floor. And so this way, I can practice. I got my stabilizer here. I got my abs as stabilizer. And my hips are in line. And I'm just lifting up a little bit. And if I feel that I'm going to fall, I bring my toes back to the floor. So you don't even have to lift your leg up high. But what we're really doing is to try to stay on that one leg. And that is really important. So again, if I want you to see my feet, if I have this leg up a little bit, I lift it to the front, I keep my hip in place, and I keep it really close. So that if I want to practice, now I'm going to use my arms, and I don't want to have flappy arms, right? Well, I have a little bit of a flappy arm. I want to put my arms nice and strong so that they give me the sense that I can push myself on both ways on an imaginary table or something down. So I come up. So the posture and the balance together will bring you up all the way to the sky. That's why I always say you want to keep going up, right? And keep lifting yourself out of it. And even on one leg, you want to pull up on the opposite side. So if I'm going to lift my right leg, right? I'm just looking mirror. Well, I lift my right leg, keep my hips in place, hold on to something, lift that leg to the front, stabilize the hip. Now I want to pull up extra pull up on this side, close by the chair. So that way I even feel longer and stronger. So I go up on the standing side, right? So lift your right leg one more time. Just lift it up a little bit. Now pull yourself a little bit closer to God on your left side. Yeah. Feel that? And that way we can play with that balance. We're trying to keep our hips stabilized, and we're just constantly pulling our abs in a little bit to feel that strength. This is the basic, wonderful exercise that you can do for balance. If you are doing it all the time, lifting up your legs, you're doing something, cooking, lift yourself a little taller, right? Pull yourself up to the sky. That has everything to do with balance. Why is it so important? Because if we think up, we have less fear of falling and we are less going down. So we have to think up.